Okay, dear friends, welcome back. Today, I'd like to continue our series of Vulnhub. The virtual machine would be ChillHack 1. I will put the link into the description section below so that you can download this virtual machine. Before we begin today's video, if you don't mind, please subscribe to my channel. I do appreciate your help and support. So now let's get started. To save time, I have already imported this virtual machine into the VMware. When I did this virtual machine the first time, there was a problem when I imported the virtual machine into the VirtualBox. So I use the VMware instead to do this lab or test. Now we can go into the Kali Linux. As you can see over here, I have already identified the IP address of the virtual machine as 157, and also I did the Nmap scanning, I did the scene scan, the version scan, the default script scan, and then this is the comprehensive scan by specifying the option of -p-. And from the Nmap scanning results, as you can see over here, the 3 open ports. The first one is 21, which runs FTP surface, and also the actual version information. We have already know that this version of VSFTPD doesn't have any vulnerability, but this FTP does allow anonymous login. Later we can check on this. And the second one is 22, which runs SSH surface, and also the actual version information is displayed over here. The last one is 80, which runs HTTP surface. So I think now what we can do next is to do some furthermore immersion for the FTP surface. This will be very easy. We just use FTP command to log in, and the name or username is anonymous, because we have known that from the Nmap scanning results, this virtual machine or target allows anonymous login, and password blank. Now we successfully log in, and we can check the content of this directory. There is just only one file. We can download this file onto our Kali Linux, and then we can quit. We can cut the content of this file. So this user told me that there's some filtering on strings being put in the command. So I maybe have some command filtering or firewall in place. And I think for the FTP surface, we have really done everything what we can, and then we can move forward to the HTTP surface. Let's put the IP address of the virtual machine. Okay, when it's loading up, and then we can use like Nikto to do some immersion automatically. Because I configured this virtual machine to the host only mode, and from the status we can know that this page will try to connect to the internet to download some sort of JavaScript code, or maybe cascade style sheet code. But it's fine. Now we can go back to our Nikto, and from here we can know there is one very interesting directory. The name is secret. We can try that. And here we can run some command like id And also we can check the list command, but are you hacker? So it means that the virtual machine has some firewall or filtering mechanism. But I think for the next aim for us is to get the reverse shell, right? And we need to some commands from the Pentest monkey, and I use this one. Of course, you can try other one, but if we copy this command, I have already copied that, and also you need to change the IP address part to our Kali Linux in this case, and also I'd like to change the port number to 555. Okay, and then we can copy the command. And but before run the command, we can set up the listener first on the Kali Linux, and we can run the command execute, but we didn't get any reverse shell. So I think we need to do some way to bypass the filtering, right? And the way it works is that we can use the some encoding to encode our command, and this can bypass the filtering. Okay, and let's open up another new tab and go to our working directory. And so I think we can encode this command, and we got the result, and then we can put in here, and but we need to decode and then tunnel to the bash command. I need to confirm we have already listener running. Yeah, it does. And then we can execute. Now, yeah, we successfully get the reverse shell from the virtual machine, and we can go to the home directory. The 3 users, and before we go into the home directory of each user, we can check the sudo. Yeah, we can run this command without password, but of course this command need to be running as this user. But we need to check what this shell script is about, and we can use the cat command. Copy. So I think the first line or the second line is entered some strings like person name, and the second one you can provide some message, and but the next line the next line will run this message command. So I think this shell script has command injection vulnerability. And so how to do it? Sudo, specify the username, and we can copy, and for example we can put the name of JSON, and we can run the command bin bash. Now we can check the ID. Now we have already become another user, a par, and we can make this shell interactive by importing pty module. Yeah, it has some problem. But it should be working. Import pty. Oh, sorry, I mistype. Okay, and now what can we do? We need to do some local enumeration. For example, we go to the www and go to the files, and we can cut the hacker code. So I think this image we need to take a close attention, because the title is a hacker, and so we can go to the images, and we need to download this picture or this file onto our Kali Linux. How to do? We can set up the web server, and then we can copy the file name. Maybe we can open up a new tab. Yeah, I like to autocomplete this command. Yeah, and now we can check whether this image has some hidden messages, but it's a password protected. Then we can use the stack seek. Yeah, we successfully extract the image or the file to the out file, but this is not a text message. If we cut the content of this page, yeah, this is some sort of gibberish. So I think we need to check the file type of this file. It says it's zip archive data. So we need to decompress or unzip this file. Again, it's password protected. So how to do? We can use the John the Ripper to crack the password. But the first thing we need to do is to convert this to the hash. And then we can use the John the Ripper. Of course, I have already done that before, so it will not crack again. And then we can use the show option to get the, yeah, this is the password. We can make a copy, and then we can unzip this file. Yeah, we got the source code, and as you can see, yeah, from here we can know this script is doing some comparison, and this should be the password. Of course, we need to decode. I think you can know this very well. And decode. Yeah, I think we have already got another another password. We can make a copy and make a note onto our pad. So maybe because we have already know the 3 users, so we can try maybe this one, SSH, and we can make a copy the password. Yeah, we successfully log in into the virtual machine via SSH, and I think we can know this user is a member of Docker, so we can utilize this membership to elevate our privilege to the root, and we can log Docker images. Yeah, we can use the Alpine image to run the container. So how to do? We can run, specify the option IT, and make a mapping, the volume mapping between local host and the container, and Alpine. We go to the mount directory, and then go to the root directory. We got the root flag here. Okay, so that's all I'd like to demonstrate in this video. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.